everyone, I'm Laura from St Mary's Church, and today we are going to be thinking about some of the skills that God has given us. Now I wonder, what are you good at? I have a big box here, and inside this box are lots of props that are going to help us to think about the things that we are good at. So first of all, we have some music. So maybe you are musical and you love playing instruments. Or perhaps you are really good at sports. Maybe you are really good at being kind and loving to everyone that you meet. Maybe you love baking and you make really yummy cakes. Maybe you're artistic and you like painting and drawing. Perhaps we've got a really excited, happy face here. Maybe you are really good at making people smile and laugh when they're feeling sad. Or maybe you're good at reading. Perhaps you are good at talking to people and making new friends. I'm sure there are lots and lots of other things that you are all really good at. But what do you think your school would be like if we took all these gifts and talents and we put them back in the box so that nobody could see them? I'm going to put them all back in. And we're going to shut the lid. There, nobody can see them now. What do you think your school would be like if everybody hid their talents and their skills like that? I think your school would be a very sad place. I think it would be a really boring place to be as well. We are going to hear a story from the Bible, one of Jesus' parables. And this story is about 3 men who got given some money. So let's find out what happens. There was once a rich man. He was going on a long journey. So before he left, he called his 3 servants together and said, "Look after my money while I'm gone." He said to the first servant, "Here are 5 bags of gold for you. Please look after them." And then he called the second servant and he said, "Here are 2 bags of money for you. Please look after them." And the third servant, he said, "Here is 1 bag of money for you. Please look after it." Then he left and he went on his journey. The first servant, the one with the 5 bags of gold, went at once and decided to use the money that he already had. He put it to good use, and soon he had earned 5 more bags of gold. The second servant also went away, and he used his money well, and he came back with 2 more bags on top of his bags that he already had. But the last servant, who only had 1 bag of gold, didn't use his money well. He went off and he dug a big hole in the ground, and he took the money and he put it in the ground and he hid the money. After a long time, the master returned and he called his servants together again to find out what they had done with the money. The man who had received 5 bags of gold came to the master and he said, "Look, master, you gave me 5 bags of gold and here are 5 more." The master was happy. "Well done, my servant, you've done a great job." The next servant came and said to the master, "Look, master, you gave me 2 bags of gold, and here are 2 more bags." The master was happy, and he said, "Well done, you've done a great job, my servant." Then came the man who had only been given 1 bag of gold. And the man said, "Look, master, you gave me 1 bag of gold, and Well, I didn't do anything with it. In fact, I hid it in a hole in the ground. So here's your one bag back. Do you think the master was happy with him? No, the master was not happy. He was very angry with the servant. Why did you do that? Why didn't you at least put my money in the bank so it would have earned at least a little bit of interest? So the master took the bag of gold from him and he gave it to the man who had 10 bags of gold. The man didn't use what he had been given and it got taken away from him. Now, I believe that we are like the servants in the story. God has given each of us talents and gifts and skills that we can use. And just like the servants each had a different amount of money, so all of our skills and our talents will be different too. You might not have the same gifts and talents that your friends have or your classmates have, but God has given you your own things that you are good at. And just like the first 2 servants used their gold wisely, we need to use our talents too, and not hide them away like the 3rd servant did. I would like you to think for a moment about one thing that you are good at and how you can use that this week. I'm going to pray now, and if you would like to join in with this prayer, you can say Amen at the end. Dear God, thank you that you made us all different. Thank you for the gifts and the skills that you have given us. Help us to use our talents wisely to serve you and to serve others. Amen. Have a great week, everyone. And remember to use your talents well. Bye.